Hello. So cockroach. Cockroach are brown or black. Cockroach are brown or black bodies that are included in class Insecta of phylum Arthropod. So cockroach are brown or black bodies animal that are included in class Insecta of phylum Arthropods. सो कॉकरोच क्या होते हैं? कॉकरोच वो होते हैं जो ब्राउन और ब्लैक कलर के होते हैं और ये किसके अंदर आते हैं? ये इंसेक्टा क्लास में आते हैं अंडर ऑर्थोपोड। जैसे कि हम सभी जानते हैं ऑर्थोपोड्स जो है वो हमारा लार्जेस्ट फाइलम है and bright yellow, red, green color cockroach have also been reported in tropical region. Their size ranges from 1/4 inch to 3 inches, 0.6 to 7.6 centimeter, and have long antenna, legs and flat extension in the upper body wall that conceal head. So in NCRT the question might be arises like that cockroaches are yellow or colorful bodies. So the option will be wrong. The option should be brown and black included. ये सब तो आ ही जाएगा। इसके बाद यहाँ से क्वेश्चन बन सकता है they are also been reported in temperate region. So temperate region नहीं होगा, tropical region ही होगा. Their size ranges from 1/4 inch. It will be 1/4 inch in option or 1/6 inch, 1/2 inch to 3 inch. Instead of 3 they have written there a 4. Hello Johnny, please like my live session and subscribe to my channel. And then have long antenna, legs and flat extension of upper body. They having a long antenna. In question it may be arises that they having a short antenna, but no, they having a long antenna, legs and flat extension. It will be a flat extension of upper body wall that conceal head. What's the meaning of the conceal? Conceal means joining the upper body wall, join with the head. So in question it will be arises that the upper body wall not conceal head, लेकिन ऐसा तो नहीं है, conceal head. They have nocturnal omnivorous that live in damp places throughout the world. They have become resident of human homes and thus are serious pest and vector of several diseases. I hope so. Now let us talk about the morphology of the cockroach. The adult of common species of cockroach, scientific name is Planeta americana. Hello Shivam Kumar Sharma, please like my session if it is useful for you then. So इसके मॉर्फोलॉजी में हम लोग इसके कॉमन स्पेसीज़ की बात करते हैं तो इसका नेम है प्लेनेटा अमेरिकाना. नेम भी कई बार पूछा जा चुका है. Planeta americana are about 34 to 53 millimeter long with wings. In question it will be arises that without wings that extend beyond the tip of abdomen in male, that extend beyond the tip of the abdomen in male. The body of cockroach is segmented and divisible into three distinct regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. In each segment, exoskeleton has hardened plates called sclerite. The question might be arises from there that exoskeleton has softened plates called sclerites. There are two terms, sclerites and tergites. Many people are confused between these. So what are tergites? Tergites are present dorsally, but sternites, but that plates is known as sclerites. And the sternite is present ventrally. Exoskeleton has hardened plates and these plates is known as sclerites. And these sclerites forming the dorsally and ventrally tergites and sternites. Sternites present ventrally and tergites present dorsally, that are joined to each other by a thin and flexible arterial membrane or throidal membrane. Cockroach are brown or black bodies animals that are included in class Insecta of phylum Arthropod. Bright yellow, red and green color cockroaches have also been reported in tropical region. Their size ranges from 1 by 4 inch to 3 inches, 1 by 4 inch to 3 inches, 1 by 4 inch to 3 inches, 0.6 to 7.6 centimeter, and have a long antennal legs and flat extension of upper body wall that conceal head. They are nocturnal omnivores that live in damp places throughout the world. They have become the resident of human home and thus are the serious pest and vector of several diseases. Morphology of the cockroach. The common species of cockroach is Periplaneta americana, about 34 to 53 millimeter long, with wings. Extend beyond the tip of abdomen in male. Extend beyond the tip of abdomen in male. Extend beyond the tip of abdomen in males only. In males, extend beyond the tip of abdomen in males. The body of cockroach is segmented and divisible into three regions: head, thorax and abdomen. The entire body is covered by a hard chitinous exoskeleton. Hard chitinous exoskeleton. The entire body is covered by a hard chitinous exoskeleton, brown in color. 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 In each segment, exoskeleton has hardened plates called sclerites, and these sclerites are tergites dorsally and sternites ventrally. They are joined to each other by a thin flexible articular membrane which is known as an orthoidal membrane. Head, tegmina, filiform antenna, filiform antenna, filiform antenna. It is filiform antenna, filiform antenna. Compound eye, pronotum, mesothorax, prothoracic leg, metathorax, mesothoracic leg and metathoracic leg. prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax. Pronotum is known as prothorax. Prothoracic legs arises from there, and mesothoracic leg arises from mesothorax, and then metathorax arises from metathorax. And this one is abdomen. This is anal cerci, and 34 to 53 millimeter long wings that extend beyond the tip of abdomen in males. Beyond the tip of abdomen in males. Extend beyond the tip of abdomen in males. First we talk about the anatomy, and then we talk about the head. Head is a triangular shape and lie anteriorly at the right angle to the longitudinal body axis. It is formed by the fusion of the six segments and show great mobility in all directions due to flexible neck. The flexible neck, the head capsule bear a pair of compound eye. The pair of thread-like antenna arise from a membranous socket lying in front of eye. The pair of thread-like antenna arise from the membranous socket lying in front of eye. Antenna has sensory receptors and monitor the information. Anterior end of the head bear appendages forming biting and chewing type of mouth. The mouth part consists of labrum, upper lip, mandible, maxilla, labium, lower lip, median, flexible lobe acting known as neck. So head is a triangular in shape, lies anteriorly at right angle to the longitudinal body axis. It is formed by fusion of six segments. It is six segments. In NEET examination, it might be possible that the question will be arises that it is formed by the fusion of the five segments. So the answer will be it is formed by the fusion of the six segments and show great mobility. In NEET exam, it might be possible that the question arises from there. It show low mobility, it show no mobility, but it show great mobility in all direction. In one direction, due to flexible neck, the head capsule bear a pair of compound eye. The head capsule bear a pair of compound eye. It does not bear a compound eye. It bear a compound eye, but the answer will be bear a pair of a compound eye. A pair of thread. lie antenna arise from membranous socket. A pair of thread lies antenna arise from metathorax. ये भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. But arise from membranous socket. Lying in front of eye, lying in back of eye. Did not lying in eye. Antenna have sensory receptor that help in monitoring the environment. Antenna does not have sensory receptor which help in monitoring the environment. क्वेश्चन ये भी बन सकता है. Either the question will be arises that the membranous socket having a sensory receptor that help in monitoring the environment. Antenna end of head bear appendages forming a biting and chewing type teeth. So biting and chewing, the question maybe arises instead of biting and chewing, they having appendages forming a biting and chewing type of mouth part. The mouth part consists of labrum, upper lip. Both names are similar, labrum and labium. So how I found that what is labrum and what is labium? So the upper lip name is labrum. There is a difference between R and I. Okay, upper means R and lower means I. L and the structure similar to I. Li means labium is a lower lip, labrum upper lip. How I learned this? That L resemble to the I. L and dot labium, a median flexible lobe acting as a tongue. A median flexible lobe. The question will be arises that a maxilla flexible lobe acting as a tongue. And the name of the tongue is hypopharynx. Hypopharynx lies within the cavity enclosed by the mouth part. The question will be arises lie without the cavity enclosed by the mouth part. You have to frame the question from each line of NCERT just to crack the examination. A median flexible lobe acting as a tongue, hypopharynx. A median flexible lobe acting as a tongue, hypopharynx lies within the cavity enclosed by the mouth part. Thorax is consist of the three parts. The question will be arises that the thorax consists of the one part, but it is consist of the three parts: prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. Prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. Prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. The head is connected by the thorax by a short extension. The question might be possible that arises that the long extension. The head is connected with thorax by a short extension. Head is connected with the thorax by a short extension, but it may be possible the question will be arises that head is connected by the with thorax by long extension of prothorax known as neck. Instead of prothorax, they have written a metathorax, mesothorax. So the answer will be the head is connected by a thorax by short extension of the prothorax known as neck. Short extension of the prothorax known as neck. Each thoracic segment bear a pair of walking leg. Each thoracic segment bear a pair of walking legs. Each thoracic segment bear a pair of walking leg. Bear a pair of walking leg. Bear a pair of walking legs. The pair of wings arise from the mesothorax and the second pair from metathorax. The first pair arises from the mesothorax and second arises from a metathorax. It may be possible that question will be arises that the first arise from the meta and second arise from the meso. But the answer will be the first arises from meso and second arises from meta. Four wings, mesothoracic, called tegmina, are opaque, dark and leathery. Four wings, mesothoracic wings are what? Name of the mesothoracic wing is tegmina. together with 8 and 9 sterna. 7th sternum is a boat shape. How we learned this, that the 7 sterna is boat shape. The structure of the 7 is similar to the inverted T, just like this one and this one. So the 7th sterna is a boat shape, and together with the 8 and 9 sterna form a brood or genital pouch whose anterior part contain female gonopore. Along with 8 and 9 sterna form a brood genital part whose anterior part contain female gonopore, spermathecal pore or collateral gland. In female, genital pouch or chamber lie in hind end of abdomen. Dorsally 9 and 10. Seventh sternum is a boat shape, and together with the 8 and 9 form a brood genital pouch whose anterior part contain a female gonopore, spermathecal pore, and collateral gland. In male, this chamber lies at the hind end of abdomen. Dorsally hind end of the abdomen. Dorsally, in male, the genital chamber at the hind end of the abdomen. Dorsally by 9th and 10th terga, or ventrally by 9th sternum. Dorsally by 9th and 10th terga, and ventrally by 9th sternum. It contains dorsal anus, ventrally male genital pore, and gonapophysis. Male bear a pair of short thread-like anal style which are absent in female. In both sexes, the 10th segment bear a pair of joint filamentous structure called anal cerci. Wait a minute. Please like if you. Is there any NEET aspirant? Hello. Now we will talk about the anatomy. Anatomy of the cockroach. The alimentary canal present in the body cavity is divided into 3 region. एलिमेंट्री कैनाल जो होता है कॉकरोच का वो बेसिकली 3 रीजन में डिवाइड होता है, फोरगट, मिडगट और हाइंडगट. द ओपन माउथ ओपन इनटू अ शॉर्ट ट्यूबुलर फेरिंग्स. माउथ जो होता है वो शॉर्ट ट्यूबुलर फेरिंग्स में ओपन होता है और उसके बाद नैरो ट्यूबुलर पैसेज यानी ईसोफेगस में जाता है. This in turn open into a sac-like structure. So in Neet it might be possible that it open into a circular structure, but no, it open into a sac-like structure called crop. Crop क्या है? Crop is a sac-like structure. Crop is a sac-like structure used for storing of food. The crop is followed by gizzard or proventriculus. The crop is followed by gizzard or proventriculus. So gizzard का दूसरा नाम क्या है? Proventriculus. If the question will be arises that the crop is followed by proventriculus, it has an outer part of thick circular mouth and inner cuticle forming 6 highly chitinous plate called teeth. Highly 6 chitinous plate. It might be possible that question will be arises that inner cuticle forming 4 highly chitinous plate or 2 chitinous plates, but the answer is 6 highly chitinous plate called teeth. Gizzard help in grinding of food particles. The entire foregut is lined by cuticle. The entire foregut is lined by cuticle. A ring of 6 to 8 blind tubules. Ring of 6 to 8 blind tubules. 6 to 8 blind will be arising. Might possible that 4 to 8